following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Kafka will dust it off, throws it to the net, and almost was pushed in. Still loose. Kafka stuffs it in. They win it overtime. 6-5. The puck was not covered, and Kafka found it.
It's time for Oahe Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, and Dakota Storm Roofing.
Pass goes across over for Birch. She'll wait, and that shot save, rebound, and score! It is back in Tavern that puts it in, and we're tied at 2. Back in time for a second of the game in front of the nets.
The Capitals are also brought to you by Beck Motor Company, Ferding Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Potsuba Agency, and River Bottom Sanitation.
Emily Nemec will race into the offensive zone and pick up the puck. She's got Kafka with her. Over, back to Nemec. She scores! The Caps get it right back. The pass was blocked. It came back to Nemec, and she put it in to make it 3-1.
The Oahe Capitals are also brought to you by American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency, the Boys and Girls Club, Hermanson Endodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, and the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection. And now for the call, let's head to the booth and the voice of the Oahe Capitals, John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to Mitchell as the season gets underway here this afternoon between the Oahe Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins. It is girls hockey here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as the Caps take on the Marlins here in our first game of a split doubleheader. We'll have the boys game later on tonight, but this girls team coming up against this Mitchell team, and both teams return quite a bit. The Capitals return just about as much as anybody else does overall in going into the 2025-26 season. However, the two that they lose, the goalie, senior-wise, is goalie Sophia Pashong, who started 15 games before she got hurt. Kylie Fromm, who is the starter in net today, she got the final couple games and the state tournament for the Capitals, so there is experience returning between the pipes for the Capitals, not as much as maybe other teams would have. But then the other side is going to be Briley Kafka, who had 35 goals, 10 assists last year, 45 points. She led the state in goal scoring last year. She will be a team that will be, or she will be a player that, again, this team has to be able to find goals from other places. And what could be good about something like this, the first part of the season, and returning so much. That's going to be the big thing, is you're returning a lot that can help alleviate some of that, because Kafka was very good for the last several years that she was part of the Capitals, every year that she was part of the Capitals. But going into this season, now the pressure doesn't necessarily feel like it turns on to another person. It's everybody that can score goals. And there's a lot of girls that are returning that can score to pick up the pace of what Kafka had last year. If you had Kafka score all those goals and you had all those seniors and all of a sudden it's a brand new team, there's a lot more pressure for everybody that's turning in and saying, okay, now we all have to score 30 goals. That's not how it is. You get 5 goals each from 5 more goals each from 6 different skaters. All of a sudden you've replaced those goals, quote unquote, replace those goals, where it doesn't come down to one person, but there's a lot of experience for that Oahe Capitals team. And you kind of saw that last year with the Mitchell Marlins. Brindley Sabres was her and Kafka were scoring the top 2 in the state for several years. Sabres did not play last year, and her senior, what would have been her junior senior year. And so the question was for Mitchell, where are you going to find all the goals to be scored from? Well, McKenna Tronis had 18 goals last year. She returns. Vea Mimak, who was a Capitals killer last year, she had 10 goals. She returns this year as well. So there is still a lot of goal scoring, and the Marlins, who finished 11-10, were able to find ways to score even without their prolific goal scorer in Brindley Sabres last year. And now the Caps are wanting to do that this year without their prolific goal scorer in Briley Kafka. So both these teams are the Marlins in that situation last year. Now the Capitals in the situation this year. But again, a lot of returning, a lot of experience for this team will help alleviate some of that pressure. Now, there are two that are out today. Callie Beam and Dakota McIntyre are both out with injuries. McIntyre for sure will not play this weekend. Maybe we can see those girls maybe play next weekend. Hopefully be able to start playing next weekend. But, two big losses on the side of a lot of experience, a lot of varsity experience for both those girls. So it does give an opportunity maybe to see a few more players. Someone like Kenley Boyer, who's going to move in and be a part of that third line for the Capitals, or one of those three lines. She did not have any varsity experience last year. But again, the nice thing is that we have two girls on the skater side that are out from last year that didn't have a lot of playing time. And there's not a whole lot of other girls that are coming in without a lot of varsity experience. So you start to see where this team can be very good once again this season with the amount of girls that are coming back into this varsity team again for the Oahe Capitals. This is the start of the season. There was a game played last night. There's more games played later on today. But also want to remind you, too, that this is where the season will start and end for the girls' varsity team. They will play here in Mitchell to open up the season. And then at the beginning of March, this is where the girls' state tournament will be. Their season will end here in Mitchell as well. We'll see how deep of a run the Capitals can make in the state tournament. But as 8 teams are in the league, that means all 8 will qualify. That means the Caps are already in the state tournament going into the 2026 state tournament here in Mitchell. But it's going to be a lot of fun to have the state tournament here at the beginning of March. It's a long ways away from now. We're still at the end of November. But one thing to think about as the year goes on, this is a start and end of the season for the Capitals, beginning here today and then playing in the state tournament come March. We're going to go ahead and take our first break of the pregame show. When we come back, we'll start talking about the scores around the state from last night and talk about this girls and boys varsity seasons and kind of get you prepared for what should be a fun season for both the Capitals girls and boys varsity teams, as we'll have those 2 games here today. We'll take our first break. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate
dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters. Reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Hi, this is Aubrey Stewart, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And we welcome you back as we continue our pregame show as the Oahe Capitals and Mitchell Marlins take place here. And coming up in just a couple of moments as we are getting set for the starts of the season. But the season did get underway last night. There was one girls varsity game. Brookings is out in Rapid City taking on the Rushmore Thunder. And Brookings won 7-0 over the Rushmore Thunder, scoring 2 goals in the first, 4 in the second, and had run time at the near the end of that second period, and then finished off with a 7-0 win. Sawyer Triplett had 2 goals, also 2 goals for, Sawyer Triplett had 2, and we had Kenzie Grenler with 1, Maya Forrester with 1, Maya Edmondson had 2, there's Maya Edmondson with 2, and then Graciana Peterson had a goal as well, as the 2 power play goals for Brookings. And Bristol Simmons faced 48 shots from Brookings in that first game. They will play later on today, as they will play at, I believe, would be 2 o'clock Central Time, maybe 3 o'clock Central Time for that game. So we'll be done before they really probably either get started or through the first period. Watertown's also playing Sioux Falls at 4 o'clock later on today in Sioux Falls. Those are the 3 games that are scheduled for the day today. Boys side of things, they played 2 games last night. So the Sioux Falls West played Mitchell, who started the season last night. So this will be the second game of the season for the Mitchell Marlins later on tonight. But Sioux Falls West won 8-4 over the Mitchell Marlins. You had a Wyatt Razak, Drake Grenier, Everett Morrison, and Cade Sabers all score for the Mitchell Marlins. But the Sioux Falls West Flyers got the 8-4 win, as it was it was 2-2, and it was actually 3-3 before Sioux Falls ended up scoring 5 straight goals to pick up a 8-3 lead, and then Mitchell scored 1 late to make it a 8-4 game. But the Lewis Yerke was the goalie for Mitchell last night, was for Sioux Falls West. Gavin Polrise was the goalie for Mitchell. So we'll see then who becomes the goalie tonight for the Marlins after they play their second game in 2 days to start the season. Yankton is they beat Huron last night 10-1. Yankton got to the state tournament for the first time in their team's history last year, and they picked up a 10-1 win. They led 4-0 after the first, had a 8-0 lead after 2, and then was up 9-0 before Huron scored their lone goal. Luke Mueller finished with 10 saves and 11 shots. Yankton had 44 shots overall, as the Yankton Bucks had 2 goals from Caden Hunhoff, Anderson Van Olsen, Tucker Rankin, and Kylan O'Connor all had 2 goals each, before also having Ryland Murphy and Jack Peterson scoring goals, 1 each as well. So it's a 10-1 win for Huron, for Yankton over Huron last night in Yankton. For the day today for boys varsity, a 2:30 start in Watertown for the Lakers and Huron All-Stars. At 8 o'clock tonight here for the Caps and Marlins. Yankton is hosting Sioux Center at 8 o'clock tonight. Aberdeen is also getting their season underway. We'll see them tomorrow. Brandon Valley is traveling to Aberdeen tonight. And then at 8:15, Rushmore Brookings. That is a huge start to the season. Brookings and Rushmore play their 2 games to start the season today and tomorrow. And then they won't see each other again until the state tournament, if that becomes the case. But knowing those 2 teams, I don't know. Brookings probably they'd have to be the 1-4, because I don't think somebody is going to be the number 1 seed besides those 2 teams. They would have to be the 1-4 matchup to be in the semifinals. Otherwise, I would say likely that they would meet in the state championship if they were to meet in the state tournament. But they will get started. That's an 8:15 puck drop out the Rushmore Thunderdome later on tonight. So that's going to be fun for those two contests. We're getting closer here for this contest between the Oahe Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins. Kaylee O'Connor might be that starting goalie. Coach Strauss wasn't sure yesterday when 2 days ago when he had sent me the projected lines. He wasn't sure if it would be Addison Longhenry or Kaylee O'Connor, but O'Connor had 10 wins last year, 3.13 goals against average, 880 save percentage. My bet would be that it would be O'Connor to start the season, but we'll see how it goes. Kylie Fromm is the starting goalie for the Oahe Capitals, who had 5 wins last year, 2.45 goals against average, 876 save percentage. The Caps, who won 13 games last year. Fromm was the backup for most of the season until Sophia Pashong went down with an injury that kept her out for the rest of the season. So ended up being for Fromm all the state tournament, the last couple games of the season as well. She played really well in those last games and wants to continue to do that here in this contest. We'll take one more break. We will come back and get you set for puck drop. We'll have starting lineups. Puck drop coming up next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Since the day First Fidelity Bank first opened its doors for business in 1905, we've served the credit and investment needs of this area. The money that's deposited with us is reinvested locally in the form of loans to area families, farms, and small businesses, where it can help create new opportunities for everyone in our community. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, this is Kylie Fromm, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, we are getting set for a puck drop between the Hawaii Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins, as both teams will be making their way out here in just a moment as we get set for our contest here this afternoon. We've got two games for you as the Caps will also take on the the boys will take on the Mitchell Marlins here tonight, here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We are looking forward to that contest as we will have a lot of games here over the course of, and didn't have the specific number, but we will have most of the season here for both the girls and the boys. A couple of games where we'll have to pick and choose which one we're going to do because they're going to be playing at the same time, different locations, but we will have as many games as we possibly can here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Both teams should be making their way out here soon, as it is, again, Kylie Fromm, though, will be the starting goalie for the Capitals. 5 wins, 2.45 goals against average, .876 save percentage last year, and almost all of those wins happened at the end of the regular season and into the playoffs, as she was the backup goalie for the majority of that season with Sophia Pashong, the senior starting goalie. Fromm was able to take over, and after Pashong got hurt and played really well in that spot, and she will get the start here today. Taylor Allerdings will be the backup goalie for the Capitals here in this contest. And we'll see, again, we expect it to be Kaylee O'Connor to be the starting goalie for the Mitchell Marlins, but it could be Addison Longhenry as well, as the lights go down here at the Mitchell Activities Event Center, as it will be O'Connor that will lead the team out onto the ice. And the Mitchell Marlins take the ice here for the first time in the 2024-25 season. The Mitchell Marlins boys played last night on the road, but this is their home opener tonight, and that's an 8 o'clock start time. So after we are done here, we'll have about 6 hours or so, 5 hours or so of a break before we get back on the air and give you the final game of our split doubleheader for tonight, as we'll send things over for the introduction of our starting lineups as the Caps and Marlins open up the 2024-25-26 season.
We are going to start off our lineups today with the Oahe Capitals. We got number 7, Sonia Cook. Number 8, Ray Reed. Number 20, Kenny Boyer. Number 21, Sienna Tipton. Number 23, Ava Lavinger. Number 27, Pam Stoley. Number 30, Kirsten Miller. Number 36, Aubrey Stewart. Number 55, Mallory Larkin. And number 9, Taylor Allen. Your starting lineup for the Capitals, number 11, Elliot Birch. Number 16, Brenna Holman. Number 33, Emily Nemec. Number 52, Addison Hunsley. Number 59, Micah Buffalo. And starting at goal, number 19, Kylie Fromm. Here's coached by Jim Whedon, Bryce Baker, and Caitlin Swenson. And now for your girls varsity Mitchell Marlins. Number 5, Lila Morrison. Number 7, Katie Donaldson. Number 8, Kate Graham. Number 11, Riley Whitebach. Number 15, Emerson Sheezy. Number 16, Gabby Erdman. Number 22, Katie Holmes. Number 28, Carly Comfort. Number 31, Anna Hotchkiss. Number 45, Alana Lang. Number 38, Addison Longhenry. And for your starting lineup, we have number 3, Ayla Hotchkiss.
So our 2025-26 season will get underway here in just a moment, as it is Addison Hunsley, Emily Nemec, and Brenna Ullman, the three forwards. Elliot Birch and Micah Buffalo will be the two defensemen. Ullman moves up, and we'll see, with the injuries to Callie Beam and Dakota McIntyre, maybe Ullman will be a forward until those two return, but maybe she might be a forward as the season goes along and maybe stays as a forward. Obviously, Coach Wadeen will have a couple of decisions to make whenever they get back, whenever the Beam and McIntyre are healthy. He'll have a couple of decisions to make, but that's the beauty of what this team has, is that they are able to move around and be able to move in different spots and be able to put themselves in winning positions, whether it will end up being defensemen or forwards. They are versatile hockey players, and Coach Wadeen said, we heard from him yesterday on the morning show on KCCR and the story on KCCRradio.com. A lot of players with a lot of great different skill sets that all come together for a good team. Kaylee O'Connor is the starting goalie. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. First time to say that all year, and we're looking forward. We're ready to go. McKenna Tronis take the opening face-off against Emily Nemec, as it is Ullman, Hunsley, Nemec, the three forwards. Taylor Sorban joins this top pairing. We're underway as the opening face-off is won by the Mitchell Marlins. The first and last games of the season will be here in Mitchell. Behind the nets, it'll come out to Gina Wyatt. There's a shot on a save made early from Kylie Fromm. Puck is still loose in the slot. Another shot that will go wide. That one coming from Sorban. Puck will come out towards the blue line, but Sorban will knock it down. And the Mitchell Marlins continue to pressure Kylie Fromm. The first shot looked like it did get all the way through for Fromm to make the save. It'll come around here to the far side, and Brenna Ullman will try and get it out of the zone off the boards, and it does come out, where it's picked up by Ava Hotchkiss. That pass was blocked, and Emily Nemec, who blocked it, will go to the corner to pick it up. Nemec behind the net here for the Capitals. First opportunity to possess the puck for Oahe. 16-10 to go in the first period. That puck will come to the slot, and no one there except for Gina Wyatt. And it's grabbed by Wyatt to the boards, but Aubrey Stewart will keep it in the zone. Wyatt now will try to the near side. Behind the net, her pass goes up, and it'll be taken here by the Marlins. It was Conforce that had it, and the puck will go back behind the nets. It is grabbed by Anna Hotchkiss. Anna Hotchkiss that grabbed it. You have Ava and Anna Hotchkiss for the Mitchell Marlins. Haley Bilson will move into the offensive zone. Winds up with a shot at up a high. Save was made. Rebound is still loose. It is going to be covered up, and a whistle will blow as Kylie Fromm makes the save up near the mask with 15:32 to go. We get our first whistle. And a quick 3 shots on goal for the Mitchell Marlins in the first minute and a half of this hockey game. And a good early shift as McKenna Tronis and that top line is back out. Ava Lavenger will take the face-off. It's won by Tronis out to the blue line, where it's held in by Alana Lang. To the nets, it's blocked by Sonia Juntz. It'll be out towards Mimak, who will push it towards the net. It was loose after it went off the paddle of Fromm, but she's able to get the glove down and will get the save with 15:19 to go and another whistle. Elliot Birch and Micah Buffalo out on the ice now for the Capitals. Capitals team that won 13 games last year but struggled to beat this Mitchell Marlins group. Here is Micah Buffalo. That will get out of the zone. They beat teams of Aberdeen. They were close to beating Sioux Falls a couple of times. It was a really good season for the Capitals, and they want to add on to that win total by beating the Mitchell Marlins here in the opening game of the season, but then continuing to beat those teams that could be below them in the standings. As Lang behind the net will move it up, near dangerous pass, but Genetronis was right there. And it'll come here to the nearest side. Marlins trying to get out of the zone. This is picked off by Lavenger. She'll push it back to the corner. She'll go off for the change. Out to the far side in the corner. Lang had the puck for a moment, but Elliot Birch disrupts that one, and it comes out of the zone. It'll come here for Micah Buffalo. Buffalo up for Kirsten Miller. Miller, one of those defensemen as well for the Capitals, but she has maybe moved up and is playing a forward position right now. She is playing one of those forward positions. And it'll come here to the behind the nets on the near side in the Capitals attacking end, where it's grabbed by Anna Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss on that far side of the ice, into the neutral zone, and will skate all the way in the offensive end. Got to the blue line, dumped it in, and went just wide of Fromm as it got to the corner on the near side. 3 minutes gone by here in the first period. No score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. No shots on goal yet for the Capitals. 4 for the Mitchell Marlins. Ullman will settle it down for the Capitals as she's behind the net. On her backhand, being hounded. Assen Hunsley gets it out of the zone, and it will be grabbed here back by Ava Hotchkiss. But her pass was blocked by Sienna Tipton, and it comes out of the zone. Sonia Junt now back goes across. It'll be played over for Kenley Boyer. Ullman will dump it in from the blue line, and a save made by O'Connor that time. The first time she's been able to touch the puck, and it came all the way from the blue line, but O'Connor had to be careful with it. This puck here on the near side is grabbed by the Marlins, moved up and just out of the zone, nearly was blocked by Junt to keep it in, and it was sent back in by Mallory Learcamp, and then we will get an offside call. Or no, it can be too many on the ice against the Mitchell Marlins, I believe. We're going to have our first penalty, and it's going to go against Mitchell with too many on the ice. It'll be a bench minor. I believe it's going to be on the Marlins. Yeah, they had to figure out who was going to serve it. It will be Ava Hotchkiss that will serve it. So too many players on the ice. With 13:08 to go, it's the first Capitals power play, the Boys and Girls Club power play. With 13:08 remaining here in the first period. And we'll see what this Capitals power play can do. Assen Hunsley wins the face-off. Emily Nemec will go to the corner for Birch, and it just goes off of her stick, and she'll retreat back into the neutral zone to Micah Buffalo here on the near side. Off the boards, no one there for the Capitals. Sent back and out of the zone by Mitchell all the way down. 15 seconds gone by. The danger of the puck being near your bench while you're making a change turned into the favor of the Capitals to get a power play opportunity. Here on the near side, as the Mitchell Marlins in their own end, it is Anna Hotchkiss. That one will be kicked towards the net by Gina Wyatt, and it was nearly on goal for O'Connor to make a save. Backhanded pass over for Micah Buffalo from Assen Hunsley. Goes to the corner. Learcamp will pick it up. Back for Buffalo. Buffalo looking for a shot through it through the blue paint, and it goes wide. Grabbed by Birch. Her pass goes across for Hunsley underneath her stick, and then Buffalo will pass it back into the neutral zone for Birch, and she'll dump it in as she gained the red line all the way back down. The Capitals get a change here in the power play with 55 seconds to go on the advantage. Here on the near side, this is off of the stick, and it will be played out of the zone. Kenley Boyer moves it up, but it's turned over to Gina Wyatt. Wyatt moves in, but can't get a shot. Good stick lift by either Stewart or Judd, but now it's still loose for Trottis, who was in front of the net, but never got a stick to it to get a shot away shorthanded. So the Capitals now will turn back with it, and it's Kenley Boyer that will move it into the offensive zone, but the Capitals were offside just by a moment. And it will be offside against the Caps with 11:33 to go here in the first period. Still 27 seconds remaining on the power play. Face off, pushed into the zone by Emily Nemec, but it will come out of the zone by Mitchell all the way back down. And the first one to get over to it will be number 18 and Taylor Sorbin. She'll throw it around the boards that far side. The Caps will try and push it up. And into the corner. Boyer will get it back out of the zone. It'll come over here for number 5, Lila Morrison, who will send it back up ahead for Sorbin, who's not going to break away. 5-on-5, Sorbin in, and a save made by Fromm. Sorbin is looking for her first varsity goal and a breakaway. That's one way to nearly get that first goal. Now the Capitals can have numbers the other way. Emily Nemec will move it into the offensive zone. She'll throw it to the net. O'Connor will stick it to the corner. And Nemec now behind the net. She goes down but stays with the puck. It's now grabbed by the Capitals. And it's Brenna Ullman up ahead. Back for Buffalo. Bouncing puck. It is loose, and O'Connor will come away with the save. After it bounced off of a couple of players, Nemec was in front. And the save was made by O'Connor with 10:36 to go. So the Capitals do get a shot on goal in the power play, but nothing to show for it. So it's 10:36 remaining, back to 5-on-5 here in the first period. That faceoff was won by Ava Lavenger, and she put it on net pretty quick, and O'Connor made the save. And another whistle now with 10:35 remaining here in the first period. This puck on the faceoff win. Buffalo throws one towards the net, but couldn't get it to go through. A save made by O'Connor. Buffalo still looking for that first goal from all the way back from 2 years ago. She did not score yet. Did not score last year. As Gina Wyatt throws it towards the net, and that's blocked by Lavenger. Birch, far side, bouncing puck goes out of the zone. Wyatt will send it back towards the Marlins offensive zone. They were offside, so they had to wait for that puck to get tagged back up to try and go after the puck. Now here's Learcamp pushing the puck free. Learcamp with a shot, and that one went wide. Good play there by Learcamp to push it forward. And found a way to get a shot, but just missed it. 5 shots on goal for the Capitals, 4 for the Marlins. 9:45 to go here in the opening period in a scoreless game. Comes out of the zone. Elliot Birch ran the red line in the neutral zone, throws it across ice off the boards in front of the Marlins bench, where it's grabbed then by Gina Wyatt. Wyatt will move it into the zone as it comes all the way around, and the Capitals and Boyer will grab it up the boards on the far side, try to tip it out, but it was intercepted by Weidenbach. And now that puck will be played at the Marlins blue line, where it was initially grabbed by Morrison off of a stick, and now again grabbed here for Hotchkiss. And now it's the Marlins again. Like this, Anna Hotchkiss got it from Ava Hotchkiss. There's a shot that goes in front of the blue paint, and it goes wide. And then the puck will be played to the Capitals bench at the blue line to the neutral zone and into the offensive end. A dump and change here for the Capitals. 8:45 remaining here in the first period. Sonia Junt trying to force that puck free. It will come out of the zone for Junt and then played down, missing the pass for Nemec. Goes all the way on net, and it'll be grabbed by Fromm, and she will cover for the whistle. With Mimak that was closing in on Fromm. 8:37 left to go here in the first period. No score on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Ava Hotchkiss was the one that served the bench minor. It does not go against her in the 3 penalties. If you get 3 penalties, you are kicked out of the game. You like someone of fouling out in basketball. There was a shot that was fluttering towards the net, and a save made by Fromm. It was more of a changeup. Here's a one-time opportunity that didn't get a lot of it was Mimak. Tronis was over there as well, and Fromm was in the right spot, had the pads down, and makes the save with 8:25 to go here in the first period. Really good opportunity for the Marlins that nearly broke the scoreless tie. But Mimak and Tronis, Mimak was the one that got a piece of it, did not get a good shot on, or a strong shot on, and Fromm was able to make the save. Here's Elliot Birch that will win the face-off, and then will pick up a lot of speed, moves in the neutral zone to the offensive end. Birch will swing wide in on her strong wing. Birch will circle around and circle the wagons back out top. Birch, that comes out of the zone, and tried to bring it back in and realize what she had done. And before she could keep that puck from coming back into the offensive zone and keep it into the neutral zone, she brought it across, and it's an offside against the Capitals. 8:05 left to go here in the first period. Still 0-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. Here is Boyer on the face-off win. Good pass off the boards for Learcamp. Stepping up to keep it out of the zone was Ava Hotchkiss. And then at the blue line, it was Boyer that tried to hold the zone, did not. Another offside against the Capitals. 7:57 remaining here in the first period. And this is the first of 2 games here today, here at the Mitchell Activities Event Center. We'll have the boys contest coming up at 8 o'clock tonight between the Marlins and the Capitals. Sonia Junt plays it across for Boyer. Misses her stick, and now Boyer on the back end plays up the boards. Wise play there by Boyer. Got to Learcamp, up ahead to Stewart, just off of her stick. She'll race into the offensive end, but she was pushed away by Gina Wyatt to keep her away from the puck. Good play there by White. Now it's Bottleson, 2-on-2 if they can hurry up the ice. Bottleson pass, that was off of a stick and grabbed by Stewart in the neutral zone. 2-on-3 into the zone, but Stewart will play it off the glass. It bounced off one of the stanchions and it was in front of the net, but no one was there for the Capitals, and no one was there for either team. McKenna Tronis picked it up in the corner, and then will stick handle her way into the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Tronis will swing wide, try to leave it back, and then Tronis goes down towards the boards, and her and Birch got tangled up. Puck is at the feet of Learcamp, grabbed by Buffalo, and then her pass will go up but miss. Lang was the one that intercepted, and then the puck is grabbed again by the Capitals and moved back into the zone. Sienna Tipton looking to race after it. Puck is still loose, out to the blue line, and it's out of the zone by Hotchkiss. Now Birch trying to pick up speed to move it in the offensive end. She'll push it into the corner and then chase after it. Birch will be the first one to get to it, and then we'll play it up the boards to the far side. Buffalo's able to keep it in the zone. Nearly interference against Birch, but play continues. Wyatt's off the boards, right at the blue line, was held in by Miller. Still an onside play, and the Capitals still looking to attack. 6:05 to go here in the first period. Lang behind the net for Mitchell. O'Connor and Fromm both have seen 5 shots on goal against them, and both have made all 5 saves. Sorman will dump it into the zone for Mitchell. Buffalo playing around the boards on the far side. Miller will settle it down. Her pass up for Tipton, just a bit too far off of her stick. And then the puck will eventually find its way to Bottleson. Winds up for a shot, low to the ice, and kicked away by Fromm and out of the zone. This puck will come up and out over the bench of the Capitals, and it will be a puck out of play for the first time this season. Just a little bit farther this way. That puck would have been right over the top of my head. It came up here to the crow's nest. Face-off, Katie Hone trying to win the face-off. It'll be grabbed here by Assen Hunsley. Emily Nemec went down with somewhat of a hit by the Capitals in Converse, by the Marlins. Here is now Assen Hunsley, top of the zone, one-time chance and a save made. Good look there to Brenna Ullman, who took the one-time opportunity, and O'Connor made the save. Conforce will backhand it into the zone. 5:05 remaining here in the first period. Boyers, all kinds of time as the Marlins are making a change. That pass goes between 2 different Capitals, but Brenna Ullman's stick is able to keep possession for the Caps. Here's a shot by Ullman that was off of a stick, and it goes to the corner as she had just gained the blue line. And now it's middle of the ice and turned over by the Marlins. They will eventually get out of the zone, where Sonia Junt will play it here to the near side. McKenna Tronis for the Marlins, and her end of the ice. Up ahead for Vea Mimak. She'll cross corner and dump it in. Sorban will race for it against Junt. Both players trying to push each other away from it. Tronis will pick it up for the Marlins. 4:20 to go here in the first period. Tronis backhands it to the corner. Played off the boards, side of the net, backhander to the net, and it was off the stick of Fromm. Never got to the front of the slot. And then the pass would be out to the blue line. That's out of the zone. Wyatt couldn't hold it in. She was trying to hacky sack it back into the zone. And then eventually the Marlins will have to go make a change. It is Emerin Sheasley that had it for a moment. Now it's grabbed and moved into the zone by the Capitals. There's the shot and a save made by O'Connor. Wyatt, that puck will be into the corner. A couple players fall down. And now it's Mitchell again. Hotchkiss moves in. That shot was blocked. Birch, a little bit of a shoulder. Puck was caught in the jersey of Birch. There's a shot low to the ice. Another save, another opportunity. That one's blocked by Birch. And the puck will come out of the zone. Capitals moving in 3-on-3. Shot that will go off of a skate. And now the Caps will have to tag back up. This is moved in here by Wyatt. Gina Wyatt, the defenseman, into the corner, lost the puck. Birch will swing it around the boards on the near side. Ullman will fish it out, but not out of the zone. They'll eventually come back to Ullman's stick, and she'll stick handle around and skate back and turn a circle in her own zone to wait for the change to be made. And now it's up ahead for Hunsley. And now Ullman again with 2:45 to go. Bowman gained the blue line. Puck comes out of the zone, or puck goes deep into the zone. And into the corner, trying to fish it out. A couple players, that puck is just right around 6 different skates. Out to the blue line for Boyer. Able to protect the puck to not let Bilson take it. Now Nemec will have it on her backhand. Nemec will turn to her forehand. And at the face-off dot, can't get a shot away, but the pass went over to Hunsley. And now Hunsley out to the blue line for Jutz. Her shot was blocked. That one got blocked by Erdman. They'll come here near side. Into the corner, Nemec still with it. The Capitals still on the attack. 1:55 to go. Centering one, Hunsley fanned on the shot attempt in front. Nemec turns around with a shot that will bounce its way in front of O'Connor to the corner. Real good opportunity for the Capitals. Just couldn't get that shot away. Hunsley was in front and kind of hand-tied her, trying to make that shot. Lavenger into the corner. In the offensive zone, still here for the Capitals. 90 seconds remaining in the first period. 7-7 in shots on goal. Wyatt here for the Marlins. Plays it up the boards. That one will be held in for a moment by the Capitals. It does come out of the zone. Bottleson will race to it. And on the backhand, moves it up for Sorbin, but 2 Capitals surround her, and it will be grabbed by Buffalo. And the pass goes across for Learcamp. Up ahead for Lavenger, just off of her stick. Stewart will pick up the puck, and they are onside, moving just in with 1 minute to go here in the first period, and that will be a stoppage as the puck will go into the Marlins bench. Reagan Emmy is wearing number 32 instead of her usual number 8. She is on the ice right now. Had to clarify that before start calling her the wrong name, but Emmy is wearing number 32 and on the ice right now into the corner. She's battling for that puck. It's grabbed by Tronis. Her pass up ahead for Mimak with 48 seconds to go. Miss Mimak, and Birch will win the race just about every single time. If you give enough space for both players, Birch is going to win just about every single race. Tronis, her pass up for Mimak, was off of a stick of Kirsten Miller, and then is still grabbed, and Tronis will move it back into the offensive zone. Good stick from Birch on a poke check. Out to the blue line. Bouncing puck will come out of the zone by Tipton. Up for Kirsten Miller, who will try it back into the zone, but her stick was lifted by Mimak. And then the Capitals will send it all the way down, and it will not go for an icing. They will allow play to continue. We have not had any icings in this first period. Here's a turnover from the score! Kirsten Miller will make it 1-0 with 9.8 to go. Tronis had the puck. She ran into her own teammates. And Kirsten Miller turned with the puck with no one in front and beats O'Connor with 9.8 remaining in the period. Kirsten Miller had 4 goals last season. Gets the first of the season this year for the Caps. And with 9.8, if I remember correctly, it felt like it was always the last second goal for the Marlins last year between these two teams. But the Capitals will get one at the end of the first period as time expires. And Kirsten Miller's got the Caps their lead and on the board for the first time this year. A 1-0 lead through the first period. 8 shots on goal for the Caps, 7 for the Mitchell Marlins. But Miller's goal makes it 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We will take a break. We will come back with our first intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Sanders has been servicing the Pier area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local, family-owned, full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
As a family grows, so does its financial needs. There are doctors and dentists, optometrists, lessons, braces, groceries, and more groceries. Then, of course, there's cars, college, and weddings to pay for. First Fidelity Bank is here to make the financial side of growing a family a little easier. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hi, this is Sienna Tipton, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back here into the Mitchell Event Activities Center, it's a 1-0 lead for the Oahe Capitals over the Mitchell Marlins. Kirsten Miller gets the first goal of the season, comes with 9.8 seconds to go. A turnover in front of the net that was a Mitchell error themselves. It really, other than Miller just being there, there wasn't much that the Capitals did in that spot, other than Miller being there to get the puck and get the shot away. McKenna Triumphs had the puck and ran into her own teammates and lost the puck, and the puck stayed right in front of the nets where Miller was there to grab and score past the glove of Kaylee O'Connor, and the Caps get a 1-0 lead. And that one shot is the difference on the scoreboard and on the shots on goal. 8-7 in favor of the Capitals in that first period and a 1-0 lead. So Callie Fromm, who made some really good saves, a couple of good looks, some that I think Mitchell would say would like to have a better, a faster and harder shot than what they did. Fromm was able to make the save, and a couple of shots that probably were just good chances or good saves to make to get in the flow of that first game of the regular season. But overall, this Capitals team, they're 0 for 1 in the power play, but the 8-7 shots in favor of the Caps, it was the first minute and a half was all Mitchell, and the Caps were able to kind of settle in, and it kind of is a greasy type of goal, and a goal that I think both teams say, for Mitchell saying, okay, we don't do that to ourselves, Caps aren't going to score. And for Coach Wedin saying, hey, we got to take advantage of those mistakes, but we can't expect those mistakes to be the case. We have to force them into making mistakes and not just let them make their own mistakes. So both teams, I think, are probably in there saying it more feels like a 0-0 game, but there's one team, the Capitals, that are feeling much better about their 1-0 lead at this point. 1-0 is our score at the end of the first period on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. We will step aside. We'll come back with more of the first intermission report coming up after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC. 224-6627.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company. We're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Hi, this is Ava Lavenger, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Caps have a 1-0 lead in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard after the first period, as they are out shooting Mitchell 8-7 at the end of that first period. Kirsten Miller has the lone goal. The only penalty was a too many on the ice call that was served by Ava Hotchkiss, but again, she does not get credit for that penalty. So while she was in the penalty box, she could still technically get another 3 penalties and serve 4 different penalties before being kicked out of the game, much like, again, fouling out in basketball. You get 3 penalties in hockey, but this one does not get credited to Ava Hotchkiss. She just was the one to serve that penalty. Also coming up later on tonight, we've got the Oahe Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins boys game. 8 o'clock is the scheduled start time. At 2:30 here this afternoon, the boys will have their 3rd game of the season. They had 2 games yesterday, one being the Mitchell Marlins, who are 0-1 of the season. They lost 8-4 to Sioux Falls West last night. We've got a game at 8 o'clock. And then tomorrow, make sure you don't forget, we've got games at 11 and 3 o'clock, as it will be the Capitals and Aberdeen Cougars girls varsity at 11 a.m. And then at 3 p.m. it will be the Capitals and Cougars boys varsity game here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Caps and Marlins, it's a 1-0 lead for the Hawaii Capitals at the end of the first period. We will step aside and come back with the start of the second period next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
Giving Tuesday is quickly approaching, a day when generosity transforms lives. At the Boys and Girls Club of the capital area, every dollar you give helps open doors for local kids to learn, grow, and thrive in a safe and supportive environment. Your gift provides mentoring, academic support, and experiences the school can't provide, all in a place that believes every child has a great future. Your donation makes a real difference and could help you save on taxes. To donate, visit bgccaparea.org or contact the club at 605-295-4412. Help kids and make a lasting impact.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Hi, this is Callie Beam, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
As we welcome you back, we are set for the second period. Both teams will make their way out here shortly, and we will have our second period between the Caps and the Mitchell Marlins, with the Capitals leading 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We've got hockey next weekend for you. We've got, obviously, will be Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, but we've got hockey Friday night, first home game of the season for either boys or girls varsity, as the Caps will take on the Rushmore Thunder at home at 6 o'clock next Friday night. Then we'll have games Saturday and Sunday here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. But that one game, remember, next Friday, on Black Friday, we've got Caps hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It's so good to have hockey season back. It's going to be a fun season. Of course, the state tournament is here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It is good to have the YouTube channel back as well. We lost it the day after the boys state championship games were done, and it took about a month to get the games back, or get the channel back, but we did get it back, and you can go and relive the state tournaments from 2021 on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Eliza Mayer is back at the station. John Ullman run the camera for us here in this game, and John Winkler with you on this Saturday afternoon And we are glad that you're with us. Coming up on KCCR here later on this afternoon, it will be the Capitals, or make that Capitals. Capitals coming up later on tonight. It'll be Oregon, USC, and then Tennessee and Florida. Both college football games on KCCR. And it will be the Caps and Marlins here on Capital City Rock here later on tonight. So both teams are on the ice, and we are just about set and ready to go here for the second period. Start 5-on-5, only one penalty in that first period. By the way, Brookings and Rushmore aren't scheduled to get started until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Watertown will take on Sioux Falls at 4 o'clock, so we will not be able to get you any. Well, later on tonight, when we've got to the boys' game, we'll be able to tell you the final scores for the girls' games here tonight, this afternoon, and this evening. But we won't have any final scores to report until after the boys' game broadcast gets started. Both teams will switch ends. Fromm, who made 7 saves on 7 shots. It is 7 saves on 8 shots for Kaylee O'Connor. Addison Hunsley, Emily Nemec, and Brenna Ullman will be the first 3 forwards. That top line of Mitchell, of Taylor Sorbin, McKenna Tronis, and Vea Mimak. Elliot Birch and Kenley Boyer will be the 2 defensemen to start here for the Capitals. Tronis and Emily Nemec opening face-off of the second period. And we are ready to go. As this will be Vea Mimak. Lost the puck for a moment on a fin-on pass attempt, gets it back, and Vimac on a backhanded pass over towards the net. Sorbin then tried to play it back off the backside of Fromm to maybe bounce it in like a backboard into the goal. Puck is stopped behind the nets. McKenna Tronis will pick it up. She'll stick handle, turn, and throw it behind the cage as Sorbin will grab it. Sorbin looking for a slot pass to Tronis, unable to get it to her. Wyatt at the blue line, goes down, puck is still free, and then swinging her stick on the ice, and Wyatt was able to pass it over for Mimak, who would then end up colliding. This is off the side of the net. Tronis trying to stuff it in, still back behind the cage. And the Mitchell Marlins have come out as the more aggressive team to start this second period. The Capitals will get the puck out of the zone. Brenna Ullman was running the boards by Mimak, and then Ullman didn't really shoulder, but the bounce back off the boards sent Mimak to the ice. Elliot Birch will grab it here for the Capitals. On the near side, that pass off of a stick up to head to Hunsley, and then she'll back it into the zone. The Caps will make a change here on the forward side of things. 15:43 left to go here in the second period. This is a pass towards the nets. It was blocked and out of the zone by Wyatt. Ava Lavenger will pass it back for Birch. And here is Elliot Birch moving into the neutral zone. Birch will dump it in, get to the corner on the near side. Learcamp centers one for Lavenger and just put it wide. Great pass from Learcamp. Lavenger trying to redirect it wide. Here's an intercepted pass. Stewart with a shot. That goes wide of O'Connor. There's another chance back to Lavenger from Learcamp. Junt will throw it towards the net, trying to get a redirect from Stewart. Back in a pass, comes back out for Junt. Her shot was blocked and then eventually cleared all the way down. And here's our first icing of the entire day today. 14:56 to go, and after the quick onslaught by the Mitchell Marlins, the Capitals responded well and nearly got a goal on several different occasions. And great passing by Mallory Learcamp in front of the net. Lavenger just redirected that first pass wide, and then Learcamp got it through everybody and just missed the stick of Lavenger again. Here on the near side, the Marlins win the face-off. This will be off the skate and now all the way down. Sorbin will race after it. She's got Tronis in front of the net, pass to Tronis. Puck is up in the air. It is still loose. Here is Tronis with a pass, goes across. Maybe it was trying for a shot, but a good stick there by the Capitals. And it'll be Reagan Emmy that will ice the puck, and that was one of the best icings that you can have in hockey. Obviously, icing can be used effectively. 14:31 to go here in the second period, but that one was very, very necessary to just relieve some pressure. And obviously, you can change on icing, so it's even more of a strategic move. But even if you couldn't change on an icing, it would have been a very, very good icing to have for the Capitals. Lila Morrison nearly lost it to Hunsley. Now pass, Mimak with a shot, and that one maybe went off of a body and wide of Fromm. That was really close, and a good look there from Mimak. Felt like Mimak, who had 10 goals last year, scored all 10 of them against the Oahe Capitals in those 3 games. It just felt like every time the Caps and Marlins would play, you're trying to stop that top line, but Mimak was always finding ways to score against the Caps. Here is at the blue line, Micah Buffalo for the Capitals. Out of the zone, Lang will push it back in. Bylson and Tronis will throw it farther around into the far side boards in the Zamboni doors. And up on that far wing, a couple players tangled up. Ullman comes away with the puck. It is still loose right at center ice. Junt will get a stick on it. And now she can move in 2-on-3 with Nemec. She'll throw it hard off the boards. Caps will go make a change. 13:25 remaining here in the second period. It'll be Stewart, also Learcamp. Bottleson got it around both of them. Her pass, though, intercepted by Lavenger. And now the Capitals will move it back into the offensive zone. Lavenger will push it to the boards and all the way around the corner. This will be a delayed penalty coming up against the Capitals, and it's going to be Stewart, I believe, with the rough, what the referee will call. It is a rough against Stewart. I think she more tripped up the Marlin player. 13:11 to go here in the second period, and the first power play opportunity for the Mitchell Marlins. The Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill. 13:11 remaining here in period number 2. First power play now for the Marlins. Wyatt, slap pass to the corner. Sorben will grab it on the nearest side, behind the net, trying to center one, went through everybody. Wyatt now will swing it to the net, and that's a save made by Fromm. With 12:56 to go here in the second period. And a big early save on the power play for Kylie Fromm. Fromm's now made all 8 saves on the shots by the Mitchell Marlins. 12:56 to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein scoreboard. Elliott Birch couldn't get out of the zone. Hodgkins is able to slow it down. Her pass misses for Mimak. Sorben behind the nets. Pushed off the puck by Boyer. Far side boards. Boyer along with also Hunsley. Now 2-on-1 shorthanded. Hunsley and Nemec moving in. Hunsley with a shot goes wide of the nets. Comes near side. Tronis tried to play it off the boards. Good play there from Boyer to keep it in the zone and keep attacking shorthanded. 1:10 to go on the power play. That will pass, misses for Tronis. It's grabbed by Hunsley. Now it's Tronis that will pick it back up. Swinging the stick at it was Nemec. Couldn't take it away from Tronis. Now Tronis walks it in on her backhand. Birch trying to take the puck away. Good job by Birch to lay her stick down and block the pass from Tronis. Got the puck and sent it all the way down. Really good defensive play that time by Elliott Birch. Not allowing Tronis to make that pass. And now this puck will come over. Learcamp trying to take the puck away, shorthanded. Into the corner, it is Learcamp in the attacking end. Learcamp behind the net, looking to try and get a pass to Lavenger. Still 30 seconds to go on the power play for Mitchell. This is now Bottleson. Lost the puck. Lavenger will pass it over for Birch. She's got time that can settle it down, but 2 Marlins start to come around her. She'll circle behind the net and create a lot of space here for Elliott Birch. She'll carry it into the offense, into the neutral zone. She ran into her own teammate Lavenger. Puck will be taken by Lavenger. Her backhand pass comes out of the zone. 3 seconds to go on the power play. And the Capitals will get back to 5-on-5 with Stewart coming out of the penalty box and joining the play. 11:05 remaining here in the second period. Back to 5-on-5. Just one shot on that power play for the Marlins, and it came right away, nearly right away. Caps nearly with Mitchell making a change, had a chance to go maybe 3-on-0. But a really good stick to keep it in the zone. Morrison will play it back out for Hone. Now back for Morrison into the corner. He'll play it behind the net as now Birch moves it up ahead. And it's going to be a Stewart a pass. Learcamp goes down. Then Stewart will play it off the boards. Learcamp will go make a change. Stick lift there by Lavenger. A couple players will all tumble down. Play will continue. Pass to the front. Buffalo couldn't get it on her stick. Judd comes onto the ice. Caps going to make sure that they only keep 5 girls on the ice. There's a pass to the front of the net, and that one will be just through the blue paint. And then another shot by Junt. That got blocked before it got to O'Connor. Sent up the boards. Knocked down by Buffalo. Puck will come free for Emmy with a diving block, though. Buffalo can't swing it back to the front of the net. Really good diving block by Ava Hotchkiss. Puck will come out of the zone. It will not go far enough for an icing, so Sonia Junt will have to go and play it with 9:50 remaining here in the second period. This pass will come up. Caps had a chance to go 3-on-1 to the zone. It was tipped in, and then it will be diving on top of it was O'Connor. And we get a whistle. Sienna Tipton ended up taking a spill. Hotchkiss, I think, blew a tire and then took Tipton down with her. 9:47 remaining here in the second period. Caps are still clinging to that 1-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Sienna Tipton will take the face-off for the Caps on that far side, left side of O'Connor. And then a pass to the front. No one was there for the Caps. Comes out to the blue line. Junt can't hold it in. And then Junt's pushed off the puck by Mimak, but grabbed by Emmy. Reagan Emmy will play it over to the corner. It will get into the corner. Emmy was able to keep Hotchkiss from playing it. Tronis, Hotchkiss, Emmy, along with Tipton all in that corner. It's fished out by Tronis. Birch pinched in. There's a shot that was blocked. Puck will start to come back to Birch, and then comes out of the zone, and it's going to be a race to it. Boyer will win the race away from Mimak, and the puck stays at the blue line outside the zone. And the Capitals, Emmy for Buffalo, swings it in to the offensive zone, and the Caps will make a change. 9 minutes to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 lead for the Capitals. This will be a nice move by Gina White around 2 different players. Now making a third player around Hunsley. And then White with a shot, and that's kicked away by the right pad of Kylie Fromm. Birch into the corner on the near side. Her pass, someone skips off of a stick high up in the air, and it goes into the Capitals offensive end. And then the pass misses everybody, but it was tipped, so there was no icing, and Birch got to it anyway before it got to the red line. Pass for Hunsley. Fans on her pass attempt. And it will come in behind the cage. Boyer picked it up. Out to the blue line, held in by Lang. On that near side, Bottleson to the corner. She might have been hooked as she goes down. Play continues. We're at 2 referees. Their arms stay down, just the 2 officials. And now there will be a delayed offside, so Mitchell will have to tag back up. This will be icing by the Capitals with 7:56 to go, and turns into the point of having just the 2 officials, and I get, that there's the lack of officials, so it's hard to get 4 officials all the time to get the linesmen and the referees, but on a play like that, it seemed like it could have been a penalty against the Capitals, but then here Coach Baker ended up saying, hey, it's a delayed offside, and had to yell it out because I think everybody was in a quick panic that it might have been a penalty on the Capitals or just penalty on either team, as the face-off was won by the Caps. 2-on-1 if they hurry into the zone. Lavenger is in with Learcamp. Lavenger off the pad of O'Connor, trying to pass it to Learcamp. And it was blocked away and moved away by O'Connor. That was a really good play there by Lavenger, using the goalie as basically like an end board to pass the puck over to Learcamp. Out to the blue line. This puck will be moved out. Kirsten Miller has it. Backhanded pass goes across. Mallory Learcamp will move it in 3-on-2. Learcamp with a shot and a save made. Good shot there by Learcamp. O'Connor was able to push the arm down and make the save. And O'Connor is going to have to get the blocker and the glove off because the puck is inside the pad and she's able to kick it out. 7:13 left to go here in the second period. A little bit of a magic trick to get the puck out of the goalie paraphernalia sometimes. Face off to the left of O'Connor, won by the Capitals, but then puck was lost, and now it's a 2-on-1. Sorban and Mimak moving in with Birch defending. Sorban with a shot and a save. Tronis rebound, and that one went off of Fromm as well. 2 big saves for Kylie Fromm. Now the Capitals in transition the other way. Pass will come up for Catherine Stolle, but then she lost an edge. The puck will come into the Capitals bench, and we get a whistle. Taylor Allerdings used the blocker to keep it from hitting her mask. 6:50 left to go. Two big saves there from Kylie Fromm on a 2-on-1, and the rebound that was kicked out by Fromm right to Tronis. And it might have gone off the mask of Fromm, making that save to keep it 1-0. Emily Nemec and Hotchkiss on the face-off just outside the Mitchell blue line. In the neutral zone, Brenna Ullman will leave it for Emily Nemec. Nemec with a pass near the near side. Hunsley back skates it into the offensive end. Hunsley tied up with Hotchkiss. Now Nemec will come in to pick up the puck. 3 Mitchell Marlins players battling for it. Now Hunsley joins the pressure, trying to move that puck around. 5 players are battling for it. Almost a 6th player, and Boyer came in to try and battle for it. Good stick lift there by Hunsley for a moment. Puck does come out of the zone. Elliott Birch will grab it. She's got a chance to move into the offensive zone. Birch will get to the front of that backhander, and that one went wide of the net. It was off the side of the net, and that will get a whistle with 6:07 to go. Birch cuts at the red line, the goal line extended out to the corner. She cut in. Usually you see at that point really everybody that will just circle around the net, maybe try for a wraparound, but she had the back-end opportunity and tried to backhand it in and just missed the net. And the speed of Birch, you can take those opportunities because it's hard for anybody to defend those chances when you have the speed that she has and can pick up the speed that she has. Here's a 3-on-1 developing for Mitchell the other way, but that pass missed from Mimak for Sorbin, and Kirsten Miller will send the puck out of the zone all the way back to the Marlin blue line where Gina Wyatt, her pass was intercepted by Mallory Learcamp. 5:40 remaining here in the second period. Still 1-0 lead for the Capitals. Learcamp into the corner. She's pinned to the boards by Alana Lang. McKenna Tronis will grab the puck here for Mitchell and moves it up for Mimak, but just missed her, and that will be an icing with 5:28 to go. In the NHL, that would not have been an icing because Mimak was the first one there, but here in high school hockey, and the no-touch icing, it does not matter who is going to win the race or not. 5:28 to go. There's still only just been 22 shots on goal between these two teams, 11 apiece. So it's been 3 for the Caps and 4 for the Marlins in this second period. And we've played nearly 12 minutes of this second period. This will come up the boards, held in by John. That shot got to O'Connor. She will make the save. It was going wide, but she was able to make the save and cover it up and get the whistle with 5:17 to go. Really make just a stop, I guess, not really the save. Sienna Tipton will take the face off to the right of O'Connor. Try and win it back from Erdman. Pinching in is Junt, unable to get the puck, and now a 3-on-1 again here for Mitchell. Erdman moves in. Erdman with a shot goes high over the crossbar. So now the Capitals maybe can go the other way as Reagan Emmy will kick it to her stick. Up ahead for Micah Buffalo. She moves in as a forward. That shot and a save made by O'Connor. Here's the Caps' 4th shot of the period. This will get out to Bottleson, and it comes out of the zone where it's now grabbed by Boyer. Boyer can't get the puck out of the zone for a moment. Doesn't stay at the Mitchell bench. 4:35 remaining here in the second period. Puck is still free, and now it'll be grabbed by Tipton. 3-on-2 for the Capitals as they move into the offensive zone. Tipton moves in, looking for Emmy, but that goes off the skate of Lang. Kirsten Miller, the goal scorer right now for the Capitals. She played off the boards, off of her backhand. As she pinches in right now. Miller over for Emmy with a shot and a save made right in front. She was wide open, but O'Connor made the save. Emmy throws it back towards the corner off the skate of Hotchkiss. Now for Morrison with 4 minutes to go here in the second period. That puck is grabbed in the corner by Emmy. And then make that Tipton, try to get it to Emmy. And now Miller in a backhand, bouncing puck, and O'Connor makes the save, and she put the glove on top of it. Had a little bit of opening. Had she not grabbed it cleanly, it could have bounced off of her glove and between the legs and in. But she was able to put the glove right on top of that puck and stop it and get a whistle with 3:49 to go here in the second period. Nemec face-off was won by the Marlins. Comes out of the zone, now erase the puck, Mimak and Birch. Good stick there from Elliott Birch. Mimak still trying to fight for the puck in the neutral zone. Tronis had her stick lifted by Ullman as she went to the ice. And then that pass off the skate of Hunsley in the offensive zone. Hunsley has it, lost the puck, out towards the blue line. Mimack will move it across Birch, and Birch with a little bit of a shove on Mimack, and the puck will come free. That was, both referees keep their arms down, and a little bit of yelling from the Mitchell bench, but no penalty is called, as Birch now will have it back in the neutral zone. Birch a pass, that will be blocked by Mimack. Now Birch again with 3 minutes to go. High up in the air. Kicked by Ullman, but missed the second kick opportunity. Sorbin will walk it in. Sorbin shot at a save made by Fromm with 2:53 remaining here in the second period. 13, I believe, will end up being 12. The shots on goal in favor of the Hawaii Capitals. Still a 1-0 lead. No scoring in this second period as of yet. But we still just have under 3 minutes to go in the second period. And Kirsten Miller's goal came with 9 seconds to go in the first. So until that horn sounds for the end of the second period, there's a long time left. This will go all the way down for an icing. We get another whistle with 2:45 to go here in the second period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Liza Mayer back in the studios. John Wickler with you on this Saturday afternoon. John Ullman running the camera for us here this afternoon as well. We still have another hockey game to be played tonight. The Capitals boys will take on the Mitchell Marlins here in Mitchell. Here's an opportunity, a breakaway upcoming for Aubrey Stewart. Stewart is in. Save made by O'Connor. Learcamp was trailing, looking for a rebound, but O'Connor got the save, and there was no rebound. And it was with 2:35 to go. Boy, Aubrey Stewart got a lot of speed. Was watching the 14U game before we got started, and you could just see the speed of Aubrey Stewart. Learcamp was not far behind her either. And one that you might circle back, 2:30 to go in the second period on O'Connor's breakaway save. This will be iced by the Mitchell Marlins. No, it will not make it for icing. Kirsten Miller will have to send it all the way around. Up for Lavenger, trying to get it to Stewart. This will be delayed offside. It was off the stick of Miller. So now as the Marlins will tag back up, this is tipped along by Learcamp into the offensive zone. Good pass there from Miller to get it to Learcamp. Learcamp will win the race to it. Lost the puck as she was pinned to the boards. It'll come here to the near side. Sonia Juntz will step up and keep Haley Bowson from getting it out of the zone. 1:50 remaining here in the second period. Hotchkiss will turn things around. This will be sent all the way down. It will be iced by the Marlins with 1:46 to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 lead of the American Family Insurance. Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. That save by O'Connor is a big one. It was Stewart and Learcamp who was trailing Stewart at that point. If there was any kind of rebound at all, you got to think that Learcamp was probably going to score. Buffalo behind the net trying to center one for Emmy, but it went off of a skate and out of the zone. Birch will grab it from Boyer, and now she'll try and circle around Mimack. Pass of the forehand up ahead, looking to try and get it to Tipton. It was pushed back in by the Marlins, then missed in front. Here is Trotis diving play by Birch to keep Trotis from having a wide open shot in front. This will move all the way down. It will not go far enough for an icing with 1:10 to go here in the second period. It wasn't the exact same spot, but it almost felt like the exact same play was happening. But Birch was able to get a diving poke check away. Here's Trotis moving in. Another good stick there from Birch. Throws to the net. That one will roll up the stick of Kylie Fromm, and a save was made with 58.4 seconds to go and another whistle. Now 1-0 lead here for the Capitals. This is just game one of the season. But as any coach would tell you, winning game one is just as important as winning game 21. Every game is important. Yeah, you might see what you need to do at game 21, but you look back at game one saying, well, if we would have won this one, we wouldn't be in the same spot as we would be in, depending on how that season comes towards the end of the year. 45 seconds to go in the second. This will go down for an icing against the Capitals. Clock will stop exactly 39 seconds to go here in the second period. Can the Marlins get one to answer back in the last seconds of a period? Still 1-0 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Taylor Sorben will take the face-off to the left of Fromm against Nemec. It is won back by the Marlins. Pass for Sorben and a shot and a save. Might have got off the stick of Miller. Mimak was there for a rebound, but it bounced over her stick. Mimak will send it to the net. Another save made by Fromm. 20 seconds to go. Caps trying to just get through this period. Bouncing puck that was in the top of the slot, and then Hunsley can't get out of the zone either. Morrison will send it to the corner with 13 seconds left. Juntz trying to move it out of the zone. Nemec does come out with 7 seconds to go. Down to 5 seconds. The puck is trapped near the Mitchell bench. 2 seconds and 1, and that will take us to the end of the second period. No scoring in that second period. The Capitals still lead at 1-0 on American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. It was 7-6 in shots that time in favor of the Mitchell Marlins. So it's 14-14 in shots overall between these two teams. And it's still 1-0 at the end of 2 periods. We will step aside and we will come back with our second intermission report. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
When the whistle blows and the season begins, you need more than skill to stay in the game. From football pads and hockey sticks to golf clubs, bikes, and fishing gear, your equipment is an investment. At State Farm, we help make sure it's protected because accidents happen, bags get stolen, gear gets damaged, and games get rough. With the right coverage, you can get back in action fast.
River Bottom Sanitation, your locally owned waste management company serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre communities. Contact River Bottom Sanitation for your residential and commercial pickups. Now River Bottom Sanitation is your source for all your roll-off needs. River Bottom Sanitation in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Give them a call for pricing at 605-222-1120. River Bottom Sanitation. That's 605-222-1120.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Giving Tuesday is quickly approaching, a day when generosity transforms lives. At the Boys and Girls Club of the capital area, every dollar you give helps open doors for local kids to learn, grow, and thrive in a safe and supportive environment. Your gift provides mentoring, academic support, and experiences the school can't provide, all in a place that believes every child has a great future. Your donation makes a real difference and could help you save on taxes. To donate, visit bgccaparea.org or contact the club at 605-295-4412. Help kids and make a lasting impact.
Whether you're a first-time buyer looking for a home of your own, or you have an eye on an investment property, First Fidelity Bank has the right mortgage for you. From a vacation home to building your dream house from the ground up. So stop by and get your mortgage loan from us. First Fidelity Bank. First-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC. An equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Discover the difference with Kathy Sunshine Properties. With 50 years of experience and their local expertise, both as agents and neighbors, Kathy and her team are here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, the trusted professionals at Kathy Sunshine Properties will listen to your needs and help you find the perfect fit.
Join the countless satisfied clients who have turned their real estate dreams into reality. Go Caps!
Hi, this is Brenna Ullman, and you're listening to Oahe Capital Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And we welcome you back back as we are into the second intermission report. The Oahe Capitals are leading 1-0 on American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine's scoreboard after 2 periods. No scoring in that second period. Kirsten Miller's goal with 9.8 seconds to go in the first is our only goal of this hockey game so far. Both teams with 14 shots on goal. It was 7-6 in favor of Mitchell in the second period after his 8-7 in favor of the Caps in the first period. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. Ava Hotchkiss served the bench minor in the first period for too many on the ice. They were able to kill that off, and then Aubrey Stewart got called for a rough with 13:11 to go in the second period, and the Caps were able to kill that one off with allowing just 1 shot on goal. And that is all of your stats so far. Kylie Fromm has made 14 saves on 14 shots, 13 saves on 14 shots for Kaylee O'Connor for the Mitchell Marlins. So those are your second intermission stats between the Caps and the Mitchell Marlins. Let's take another break here in the second intermission report. We'll come back with more scores, talking about what's upcoming here later on tonight and tomorrow. That's all coming up next. Back after this here on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The puck drops, the crowd roars, and Oahe hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to support local hockey all season long. Whether you're hitting the road for work, school, or your next adventure, they've got your automotive needs covered. Stop by Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre. Driven by community, powered by you.
Hi, Jason here from Leisure Palace Pool, Spa, and Patio. We invite you to come in and see our expanded new location, 400 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Transform your new space into the best in industry hot spring, caldera, and free flow spas, and let the stress melt away. Or maybe it's an infrared sauna. Don't miss out. Also check out our pool tables, darts, fire tables, and outdoor furniture. Visit us today for the perfect blend of relaxation and entertainment. And as always, at the guaranteed lowest price.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Since 1956, Ferding Electric has been serving South Dakota with reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work. Their team of licensed, knowledgeable electricians will help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential, commercial, or agriculture. We know how to get the job done right. The history of Ferding Electric is something to be very proud of, and they work every day to ensure they remain the best electricians in Central South Dakota. Call 224-8684 or visit their website at ferding.com. That's ferding.com.
Looking for a trusted partner in your automotive journey? Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, is here for all your car buying, service, and repair needs. Whether you're shopping for a new ride, keeping your vehicle running smoothly, or looking for expert advice, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, along with a service department you can count on. Come down to Beck Motor Company, where your satisfaction is our top priority. Beck Motor Company, we're making a great deal better. BeckMotors.com, 605-224-5912.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hi, this is Jim Wadeen, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
We welcome you back here to the Mitchell Toshiba as we continue in second intermission reports. The Caps have a 1-0 lead over the Mitchell Marlins on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine's scoreboard. Kirsten Miller's only goal of the game so far. Came with 9.8 seconds to go in the first period. The Caps and Marlins boys varsity team will be coming up later on tonight. It'll be around 7:40 or so for coverage. It depends on how the rest of the day goes. If you're at all familiar with how hockey is for an entire day, it doesn't usually stay on schedule, especially if some games go a little bit longer than others. Even if you plan for it, it still ends up going a little bit longer. But somewhere around 7:40, maybe closer to 8 o'clock or so is when we'll get on the air for the Caps and the Marlins here tonight in our second game of our split doubleheader. Tomorrow, we've got two games as well. 11 o'clock with 10:40 coverage, the Caps and the Cougar girls varsity matchup. Then at 3 o'clock with coverage around 2:40 between the Capitals and the Cougars in the boys varsity game. As the Caps will be looking, well, we'll see, maybe both teams will be looking to go 2-0 to start the season. There'll be two big opportunities, and if the Caps, both the girls and the boys, could go 2-0, that's a really good start to the season. Obviously, can't get better than a 2-0 start, but the teams that both teams are facing are going to be, if you're going to make the state tournament after missing it last year for the boys, these are two games to go and get right away on the road. And for the girls' side, Aberdeen's always been tough. It has always been a tough team. Mitchell is your bugaboo last year to then maybe climb another spot in the standings if you're able to get wins, consistent wins against Mitchell this year. So all four of these games are very important to go get. Not that anything else isn't important to go get, but you just look at what Mitchell has and what Aberdeen has on both the boys and the girls' side, and it becomes important for the Capitals to make sure that they get wins for both teams to open up the season. It is 1-0. We will start 5-on-5, 14-14 shots on goal. Caps have the lead over the Mitchell Marlins at the end of two periods. When we come back, it is the third period in our final regulation period of Game 1 of our season. Back after this, you're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Have you assessed your roof at your home or business? Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters can help. Since 2010, Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters has been helping their customers in Pierre, Fort Pierre, and all surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the professionals at Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters know how to get the job done. Specializing in all types of roofing, they'll make sure to find the right fit for you and your home. Give them a call at 605-280-9794 or get a free quote on their website at dakotastormroofing.com. Dakota Storm Roofing and Gutters, reliable roofing for your peace of mind.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty or utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Hi, this is Elliot Birch, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
And we welcome you back as we are getting set for the third period, our final regulation period of Game 1 of the 2025-26 season, as the Caps have a 1-0 lead on the American Family Insurance Printing Shufflebind scoreboard. Kirsten Miller, the only goal scorer so far, came with 9.8 seconds to go in that first period, and they got it, and Miller got it with the fact that the Marlins turned the puck over in front of their own net, and it was two teammates running into each other to turn the puck over, and Miller was right there and didn't have much of a celebration. She understood that, hey, just had to bury it. You had to bury that shot because of the turnover from Mitchell, and I don't want to not give credit to the Capitals to make that happen and for Miller to get the goal, but it was one that the Caps really didn't force the turnover. It was just an unforced error by Mitchell, but where the credit goes is to Miller and the Capitals to make sure they got the goal scored to have a 1-0 lead. There was a turnover by the Capitals, nearly almost in the same spot, but Elliot Birch made a diving play and was able to get her stick on the puck to keep McKenna Tronis from having the shot. And where the Caps had almost an unforced error, they turned it into a really good defensive play. And that's the difference in this hockey game right now, is that the Caps were able to take advantage of an error by the Marlins, and they were able to keep from giving the Marlins a chance to capitalize on their own error. And it's 1-0 heading into the third period. Both teams have returned to the ice. Kaylee O'Connor has made 13 saves on 14 shots. Callie Fromm with 14 saves on 14 shots. We will start 5-on-5 here in this third period. And again, a reminder to you that after we're done with this game, we will go back to regular programming, but then it will be the Caps and Marlins boys hockey at 8 o'clock tonight here back in Mitchell, and we'll have that for you on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. They will start. Ava Lavenger will take the opening faceoff against Anna Hotchkiss to get our third period underway between these two teams. Lavenger wins the tie-up on the faceoff. It was grabbed by the Capitals. Birch pass for Stewart off of her stick, and it's going to be taken here by Anna Hotchkiss. It was Anna Hotchkiss. Ava and Anna are hard to make sure I get the right one called. As the puck is behind the net, maybe a little bit of some water that's still standing out on that far side, or on the near side. This is grabbed by Lavenger. She'll swing to the face-off dot. Fans in the first pass attempt, and then try another pass that was blocked, and it'll be cleared out of the zone by Mitchell. And Elliot Birch, with that fresh sheet of ice, will find the puck, move it right up the middle of the ice, as tipped in by Learcamp. Bouncing puck to the front of the net, diving away and moving the puck free, where the Marlins pass for Lavenger, and that shot was maybe off of a stick. It was a wide open net. O'Connor was still trying to move back to the net, and this will be iced by Mitchell with 16:03 to go. So that play, the puck was tipped in by Learcamp. She went racing after the puck. One of the Marlins players dove for the puck, moved it away, but then took O'Connor with her. And then when O'Connor was trying to move back to the net, she wasn't there right away, and Lavenger had an opportunity with an empty net to get the puck, to shoot the puck, and she did, but I think it was off of a stick, and it ended up going wide. Otherwise, the Caps had a 2-0 lead. Face-off, offensive zone. Here is Hunsley with a shot that goes wide in the near side. Trying to go stick side of O'Connor, short side to O'Connor. Here's Vea Mimak racing to the puck into the offensive end. Mimak with the backhand. It will go to the corner. Mimak passes it now for Tronis, and in the slot. It missed everybody. Tipped off the glass, and now Hunsley has a chance to move it up ahead. She's starting to lose her balance. Hunsley moves in. Her pass for Nemec, and then to make that Ullman, and her one-time chance bounced on her, and it went wide of the nets. Nemec now with it. With that fresh sheet of ice, you felt like maybe that puck was going to lay flat for Ullman, but it skipped on her and couldn't get a clean shot away. Mimac's pass for Sorbin. That was blocked by Miller, poked by Ullman, and then it comes back out to Miller here at the blue line. And her pass for Sonia Juntz as at the red line will dump it in. 15:03 to go here in the third period. 1-0 lead, one shot difference right now on the scoreboard. This is pass back to Miller, who has the goal. Miller with a shot, got through, she scores! Kirsten Miller scores it again, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Capitals. 14:52 to go, and Miller's got both of them. Or was it tipped in by Micah Buffalo? Buffalo went right to Miller to celebrate. She's the first one through the line, but either way, the Caps have got a 2-0 lead. 2 minutes and 8 seconds into this third period. We'll wait to hear who scored the goal. Let's see if they have it. Micah Buffalo is going to get credit. So Buffalo, who did not score last year, will get the goal. It is Miller with the assist. Buffalo tipped it, got it to go past O'Connor. Kirsten Miller will get the assist. Might be Boyer that should get the secondary assist, but it's going to be an icing by Mitchell. So the Caps now with a 2-0 lead. Micah Buffalo was held scoreless, had 3 assists last year, no goals. And it takes just one game to get her first one here. She had a lot of really good chances last year, but just could never find the back of the net. But we'll get credit for this one, and it's a 2-0 lead here for the Capitals here in game 1 of the season. Pass will move up ahead for Mimak. Vea Mimak now will move around Emmy. Mimak moves in, that shot in a glove saved by Fromm, but the puck was still loose, and it went in front of the crease and out to the corner on the near side. Tronis had it for a moment. Sorbin will grab it. Sorbin with a shot and a save made. It was kicked away by Fromm, away from Tronis. There's a shot by Wyatt. It was blocked. It's now Tronis that with it. Her pass blocked by Elliot Birch, who's laying on the ice right now. Here is Wyatt with a shot, and it got through. They score. It is going to be Taylor Sorbin that tipped it between the legs of Kylie Fromm. And with 13:56 to go here in the third period, it is now a 2-1 hockey game. Sorbin, who did not play last year varsity-wise, gets her first varsity goal. Wyatt with the shot. Gina Wyatt with the shot to make it now a 2-1 game. McKenna Tronis will also get an assist. Of course, that's the first points of the season, being the first game of the year and the first goal of the game. But it is now a 2-1 lead. Sorbin gets the goal on the redirect on Gina Wyatt's goal, on Gina Wyatt's shot. And McKenna Tronis will get the secondary assist. 13:35 left to go now here in the third period. 2-1 is our score. We went 2 periods with just 1 goal, and then we had a span of less than a minute, and we scored 2 goals between the 2 teams. Here is now Hunsley with a shot that was near the goal post, and it was covered up by O'Connor. Ullman was just making sure that it was covered cleanly by O'Connor, trying to poke it. But we do get a whistle with 13:24 to go here in the third period. Sienna Tipton will take the face off here for the Capitals. Gina Wyatt in the corner. There's a big hit from Tronis. Play will continue. She took down Tipton. Mimak, Junt trying to win the battle in the corner. Mimak is pushing Junt to the ice. Still players come away as Junt will come away with it. Her shot just goes wide. Boy, that would have been a great shot for Junt to score after she was in that huge battle. Now a pass for Mimak misses. This will go for an icing with 12:50 to go. Mimak was was not cherry picking by any means, but she was definitely behind the defense, and it just missed. And it went down for an icing. Otherwise, she was going to have a breakaway on Fromm to try and tie the game up, still with 12:50 to go here in the third period. It'll be face off the left of O'Connor. Offensive zone for the Capitals. It is out of the zone. Neutral ice. Elliott Birch. That pass goes across for Emmy. Ullman is in. Ullman kicks it along to her skate, to her stick. Back out to Emmy. Got all the way through, and then a turnaround shot. It is up in the air. O'Connor could not get the save cleanly. We will get a whistle and a penalty coming up against Brenna Ullman, I believe. It's a high stick against Ullman. So with 12:25 to go here in the third period, it will be the Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill for the second time. High stick for Ullman. So it's a power play for Mitchell to try and tie this game up with 12:20 to go. There's a pass, goes across for Mimak, and a save made on the shots. Fromm makes her 16th save of the afternoon. Make that 17th save of the afternoon. Here is Elliott Birch on the backhand. Can't get out of the zone. It's held in by Mimak. That one was redirected and got to the blocker of Fromm, who made the save. That puck still at the blue line, held in by Hotchkiss. She'll send it off the glass behind the net. Sorbin, who just scored that goal, picks it up. It was on the skate of Birch. She's able to play to the corner, and then out of the zone by Hunsley. Hotchkiss trying to pick it up. That puck at the Capitals bench. It was held in by Mimak and held in play. And now Matronis is in, lost the puck, gets it back, and a shot goes wide of Fromm. Behind the net it goes. Mimak tries to center one out to the blue line. Morrison fails at a shot attempt, but still able to move the puck to the far side. Otherwise, it could have been Nemec going free. That pass in front of the crease. Near side on the boards. Morrison will pick it up. She's got Hone here on the near side at the blue line. Three players battling for the puck. It is Morrison that comes away with it. And a good stick from Assen Hunsley to knock the puck all the way down with 40 seconds remaining here in the power play for Mitchell. 11 minutes to go in the third period in a 2-1 game. Nemec will grab it shorthanded in the attacking end. But it will be off of a skate and now grabbed and out of the zone by Carly Converse. Miller up ahead, just missing for Learcamp. Back to Miller. That shot goes off the helmet of Morrison. But then the pass here, Katie Hone will start to move to the attacking end. She'll dump it in as the Marlins continue to make a change. Learcamp at the blue line will send it into open space. Aubrey Stewart will race to it, and then will bounce it into the offensive zone. O'Connor will come well out of her net to make this save as Ullman is out of the penalty box, and we get a whistle. And it'll be an offensive zone face-off here for the Capitals with 10:22 to go here in the third period. And the Caps will kill off another penalty against. Face-off will be to the right of O'Connor. 19 shots on goal for Mitchell, 17 for the Capitals, but the Caps lead it 2-1. Miller on the backhand of the net. It was tipped wide by Learcamp. And on behind the net, nearly trying to tip it back in front with Stewart. Out to the blue line, held in by Miller. Learcamp to Miller, and then down it goes by the Marlins. And here it'll be picked up by Mimak. Mimak on the backhand, her pass misses for Sorbin. Ava Lavenger will skate behind her own nets. And Lavenger moves up ahead for Stewart, but misses her, passing behind her. And then it's sent back in by the Marlins. Kirsten Miller trying to move it up ahead to Learcamp. Off of her skate, tipped along the boards by Lavenger, but can't keep it with her. Mimak will send it back in. Sonia Junt has it. Her pass just in front of Sorbin. Now it's grabbed by Lavenger, who will move it up ahead, tipped along and in by Buffalo. Caps will make a change as they get to the attacking end. Buffalo tried to center one, but it was kicked away by the Marlins. Here is now Boyer. Her shot was blocked. Out to Emmy. Trying to tip that one away was Buffalo. Trying to tip it towards the net, but it goes to the corner. The puck is still free for the Marlins as it will come out, and it's now grabbed by Birch. Birch will settle it down at her own blue line. Kenley Boyer in the offensive end for the Capitals. Her shot was off of his stick, goes back behind the cage. Into the corner for Hotchkiss. Birch will pinch in. That shot trying to get through. It was fluttering towards the net and in front of O'Connor. From the corner comes out to Emmy, and now Emmy will push it back to that far side corner. Try to center one for Boyer. Out towards the blue line, held in by Buffalo. The Capitals have got the Marlins hemmed in right now with 8:30 remaining in the third period. That centering pass was off of a skate and will go out of the zone and all the way down. Elliot Birch will grab it. The Marlins are making a change. Moved all the way up ahead to Buffalo. Now over for Tipton. Back to Buffalo. Into the offensive end. Buffalo pushed it towards the net. Couple players are all tangled up. Buffalo will be slow to get up as she hit the ice. And now it's going to be Sorbin that will send it in with the left pad making the save. Buffalo is slowly coming to the bench. Get off for a change. As it was now going to be Sonia Junts that will move into the offense, move it out of the own zone. Nearly taken away by Hunsley at the blue line. But now it's Sorbin again. Taylor Sorbin in. Sorbin's shot off the left pad of Fromm, maybe on the outside of the goalpost. At the blue line, good stick by Hunsley to get out of the zone. Gina Wyatt now on the backhand, trying to spin away from Hunsley. Got twisted up and tangled up with Hunsley. Junt will move it back into the offensive end. After she took a hit, it's now Ullman that keeps it alive. That shot got through and a save was made by O'Connor. Good job by Ullman to intercept that pass and get a good hard shot away. 7:18 to go here in the third period. Still a one-goal lead for the Capitals, but they lead it 2-1 right now. Marlins are making a change, so Nemec will carry back in the offensive zone. Lang twisted her up. Nemec goes to the ice. Puck is at the blue line, held in by the Capitals. Lang trying to move it out. Good stick by Ullman. Another good stick by Ullman at the blue line. As Stewart tries to move it back into the offensive end, three players will battle for it. It's going to be Ullman that will send it all the way around. The Capitals will have to get tagged back up, and they do. And it's now Mimak. They have Mimak. Couple players. There's a couple players that go down. This will be Learcamp with a shot. And I think we have a penalty against the Capitals. It's a little late on the whistle. But it's going to be Reagan Emmy. And we get called for the penalty. Interference is called against Reagan Emmy. And now it's a real important penalty kill. Hermanson Endodontics penalty kill for the third time today. Emmy in the box for an interference. 6:41 to go here in the third period. 2-1. Capitals lead on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Kenna Tronis will take the face-off against Learcamp. It's won by Tronis. Wyatt moved it over, and it's going to be intercepted by Stewart, who will send it all the way down the ice. 6.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Behind the net, Learcamp trying to win the battle for the puck. Short-handed. Sorbin, her pass moves up for Tronis. Goes right back over to Sorbin. And the Marlins are in attacking. Sorbin's shot save is made, kicked away by Fromm. Bottleson couldn't get the rebound, but still held in by Hotchkiss. Near side, that is flushed out by Miller. And down the ice, where Wyatt will pick it up in front of her goalie O'Connor. Up ahead of the far side, off the boards, tipped along by Sorbin, just into the offensive end, but Nemec will send it back out, but it was blocked by Wyatt at the blue line, so it's held in. On that far side, Nemec will try another time to send it out. Mimak had blocked it, but unable to keep it in the zone. Marlins will tag back up. This will be sent all the way back down by the Capitals with 55 seconds to go on the power play. 5:30 to go here in the third period. Wyatt has it on the near side. Up ahead, and it moved across. Mimak will skate into the offensive zone. Mimak is in. Her shot will be off the stick of Miller and wide. Hone now has it. Centers one. No one there except for Kirsten Miller, who is sending the length of the ice with now 30 seconds to go on the power play. 5:10 remaining here in the third period. Micah Buffalo back on the ice. Good to see that she is back on the ice. sends it back into the offensive zone for the Capitals. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Marlins can't get anything going on this power play opportunity. This pass out of the zone misses Birch. It will be an icing with 8 seconds to go on the power play. 4:49 to go here in the third period. And I don't know if Coach Wedin was thinking about using a timeout. I don't think he was. But Reagan Emmy is standing up in the penalty box right now just below us. And I believe she'll probably be coming to the bench right away. Boyer is standing up, maybe ready to go as the faceoff was won by the Capitals. It's held in at the blue line by Junt. Out of the box is Emmy. Onto the ice is Boyer. 5-on-5 again with 4:30 to go here in the third period. Can the Capitals hold on to this lead? This will be offside by Junt as she carried it back in. Boyer and Buffalo are both offside. And a whistle with 4:28 to go here in the third period. And we'll see if maybe one of these two teams will take a timeout. You would think if it's going to be Coach Tronis that he will maybe wait just a little bit longer before he takes his timeout. Sienna Tipton, McKenna Tronis on the face-off. This face-off, it'll be won by the Capitals. Miller will move it over to the Marlin bench. Sorbin back at her end of the ice. Her pass moves up ahead for Mimak. 2-on-1 developing. Mimak in with a shot high over the crossbar. Just missing the glove of Fromm, but missed the net entirely. Miller out of the zone, missed by Ava Hotchkiss. And now a race to the puck, and Boyer will get to it. But Boyer overskated the puck, fan of the pass attempt. Tronis trying to push it out of the zone. Comes free from Miller. Miller looking to get a shot away. Miller with a shot and a save made by O'Connor with 3:52 to go. And a dangerous chance for Kirsten Miller, who was looking for her third point of this hockey game. 3:52 to go here in the third period. Marlins are out shooting the Capitals by 2, but the Caps have a 2-1 lead late in this third period. Face-off is won by the Capitals. Good pass from Nemec over for Emmy. That shot got all the way through, but it went wide of the net. O'Connor just out of position right now, but the Caps can't center the puck. Hunsley back out for Emmy. We'll try and send it back over to Hunsley. She does. Hunsley, the face-off circle. That shot got through to save made. Rebound goes off the side of the net. Puck is still loose for a moment, and then we will get a whistle with 3:31 to go here in the third period. The offensive sequence there for the Capitals just couldn't finish the job. Learcamp, Lavenger, and Stewart will move on to the ice. As Hunsley, Ullman, and Nemec will take a breather. Face-off one. Birch with a shot and a save made, and it still was loose to the side of the net. Morrison will play to the far side. Emmy will pinch in and hold the zone. Reagan Emmy still with it. Backhands it towards the net, off the side of the net and behind the cage. Centered one again by the Capitals. Lavenger trying to kick it from her skate to her stick. Unable to, and Bottleson will carry it in 1-on-3. Good stick from Lavenger. Disrupts the play. Emmy goes to the boards. That should be a penalty, and it will be against the Marlins with 3 minutes to go here in the third period. It will be touched up by the Marlins. And will it be a boarding call or not? It's going to be an elbow against Bottleson. But either way, it was going to be a 2-minute power play for the Capitals. So an elbow for Bottleson. And with 2:58 to go, it is the second Boys and Girls Club power play of the afternoon. They will have Ullman, Hunsley, Nemec with Miller and Junt on this power play unit to start out. One back to Sonia Junt. That shot was blocked. And it's now an opportunity breakaway shorthanded for McKenna Tronis. Tronis in, backhander, she missed the net. Then she spills hard into the boards, but she missed the net on the backhander. She had a wide open net and just fanned on it. Here is now a 4-on-3 into the zone. Emily Nemec circles behind the net, looking to center one. Nemec still with it, out to the top of the slot. That shot got through, rebound, and a save made by O'Connor. Puck is gonna be in the net, but it will be no goal. O'Connor got pushed to the net by Ullman, who was pushed by Tronis. And the referee wasn't real definitive on if the puck had gone in or not, but he did wave his hands off. 2:28 to go and 1:31 remaining here in the third period. Ullman still not returned to her skates. O'Connor trying to regain her wits as well. 2:28 remaining in the third period. O'Connor will get a little bit of extra breather. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Capitals. They'll be to the right of O'Connor. Face-off to the right of O'Connor. She's back on her skates. This is a big face-off, big power play still here for the Capitals. Sienna Tipton will take the face-off here. Wins it over for Boyer. Centers one. Buffalo on a backhand. Just shot it wide. Sorbin now has it here on the near side. Trying to clear the zone. Held in. No, it was not held in by Birch. Play will continue, though. It could have been an offside against the Capitals, but the clock will continue to run. Sent all the way down by Mimak. And Elliot Birch will win the race to it. 2:05 to go here in the third period. Junt has it here for the Capitals. Up ahead for Buffalo. Now for Boyer, one-on-one moving in. Boyer with a shot at a save made by O'Connor. We get a whistle. 55 seconds to go in the power play. 1:53 remaining. There will be less than a minute to go when the power play is over if the Caps don't score. There's a timeout by Mitchell. Was wondering when that was going to come from Coach Tronis. 1:53 to go. I think the biggest thing what Coach Tronis now has an opportunity to do is kind of talk about if they are going to pull the goalie, they probably would wait until after the power play is done. But then with 58 seconds to go, you have to be quick on pulling your goalie and getting that extra attacker. And for the Marlins, the biggest thing is killing off the next 55 seconds and then having the chance to go and tie the hockey game up and try and send it to overtime. But there would be less than a minute left to go in the third period if the Caps do not score. It is 23 to 25, 25 shots on goal for the Capitals, 23 for the Mitchell Marlins, and it is 2-1 in favor of the Caps. Kirsten Miller and Micah Buffalo, the two goal scorers. Miller has the only assist of those two goals, so she's got 2 points. Buffalo with that other point. It was Taylor Sorbin that made it 2-1, less than a minute after Buffalo had made it 2-0. Sorbin got the goal from Wyatt and Tronis to make it 2-1, and with 1:53 remaining and 55 seconds to go on the power play, can the Capitals hold on and pick up the win here this afternoon? And again, we're going to be back on the air around 7:40 or so tonight with the Capitals boys taking on the Mitchell Marlins. Well, we still got a big minute, 53 seconds left to go. One by Hunsley on the faceoff. It is Ullman that has it still in the offensive zone. Caps are trying to set something up on the power play. Backhanded pass over for Birch. That shot goes wide off the side of the net. Ullman still behind the cage. It's now grabbed here by the Capitals. Fighting for it was Tronis, able to win the fight. Held in by Buffalo. Really good job by Buffalo to hold it in at the blue line. 27 seconds to go on the power play. This is skipped out of the zone by Sorbin. And now it's Hunsley that will grab it. Played off the boards, but then taken by Wyatt. Off of a skate of Sorbin, now grabbed by Birch. 15 seconds to go here in the third, in the power play. 1:10 to go. This will be an icing against the Capitals with 1:08 remaining here in the third period and 10 seconds to go on the power play. So this is a massive face-off to win here for the Capitals. Because if they win the face-off, they can at least get the puck out of the zone by the time that the power play comes to an end. But it is won by Mitchell. Wyatt with a shot that's blocked, and now it's Learkamp. Learkamp trying to move in on a breakaway. Learkamp moves in, swings away from Tronis, but then the shot goes wide. Behind the net, the Capitals still have it. Stewart will try and play it on the boards. Tronis standing over the top of Stewart. 48 seconds to go here in the third period. This will be Birch that will pick it up. Caps don't necessarily need a shot or a goal, but they can't allow Mitchell to go the other way with it. Stewart will center that one, and that one misses for Learcamp. Birch will pinch in. Good job by Elliott Birch. Centers one, just missing for Lavenger. Now as Miller walks in. Miller's shot and a save. Rebound and a save made by O'Connor with 27.5 seconds to go here in the third period. You know Mitchell's not going to, they are not going to make a change right now. They're going to keep Sorbin, Tronis, and Mimak out on the ice. Face-off will be the left of O'Connor with 27.5 to go. And you also got to expect if Mitchell wins the face-off and moves into the neutral zone, they're going to be pulling O'Connor for the extra attacker.
26 for Capitals, but 23 for us.
Here is Micah Buffalo. 20 seconds to go. Behind the nets, Emily Nemec along with Hunsley. Now Ullman will send it back out to Birch with 10 seconds remaining. That shot got through. The puck is still loose. Down to 7 seconds. Mitchell's not going to have enough time to get it down the ice. At the blue line, Buffalo stands up a player. Penalty will be called with 1.2 to go, and that's the only way that Mitchell will have an opportunity for a shot. Micah Buffalo is going to get called for a penalty. Is it going to be a boarding call against Buffalo? We do have one of those players still down for Mitchell that got hit. And it will be a power play. Buffalo is going to get called for the board. 1.2 seconds to go. It will be 6-on-4 with a 1.2 left. This is the fourth power play. Tronis will take the face-off against Stewart. It's one. There's no shot attempt, and the Capitals will win it 2-1. They hold on, and no shot attempt in that final second. A 2-1 win over the Mitchell Marlins to open up the season. And a big, big first win of the year for the Capitals. 28-23 in shots in favor of the Caps, but a 2-1 victory. Kirsten Miller gets the first goal. Micah Buffalo's goal ends up being the game winner. And the Capitals with a big, big first win. Kylie Fromm makes 22 saves on 23 shots. And a huge first victory for the Caps. And they will look for a weekend sweep against Aberdeen tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock when they take on the Cougars. We'll step aside and come back with a post-game show. Caps win it 2-1 over the Mitchell Marlins. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Giving Tuesday is quickly approaching, a day when generosity transforms lives. At the Boys and Girls Club of the Capital Area, every dollar you give helps open doors for local kids to learn, grow, and thrive in a safe and supportive environment. Your gift provides mentoring, academic support, and experiences the school can't provide, all in a place that believes every child has a great future. Your donation makes a real difference and could help you save on taxes. To donate, visit bgccaparea.org or contact the club at 605-295-4412. Help kids and make a lasting impact.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. You'll find a great selection of quality new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, plus a great selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take good care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and body shop, along with a friendly financing team that'll do their best to get you into your next new or pre-owned vehicle with financing that fits your budget. Wagner Auto is your local family-owned full-service dealership in Pierre. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Whenever there's a project that will make our community a better place to live, you're right there doing what you can to help. You volunteer because it's your nature to be helpful. All of us at First Fidelity Bank would like to thank you for all you do to make our community a better place to live. First Fidelity Bank, first-class banking on a first-name basis. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Online at ffb-sd.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux and Pier or call 224-9221. Xander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off or non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Hi, this is Dakota McTuffer, and you're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Well, we welcome you back as it is a final here in our first game of the season as the Oahe Capitals win it 2-1 over the Mitchell Marlins as they take it with goals from Kirsten Miller and Micah Buffalo as Miller scored with 9.8 seconds to go in the first period. That was the only goal between the first two periods. That 9.8 seconds, Miller on the turnover in front. It was a miscommunication by the Marlins. They took advantage of it to the Capitals, and they took a 1-0 lead. It got to the third period before Micah Buffalo tipped in a shot from Kirsten Miller to make it 2-0. So Miller finished with 2 points. That came with 14:52 to go in the third period. Less than a minute later, Taylor Sorban made it 2-1 from Gina White and McKenna Tronis. And the Marlins had the momentum again, but unable to score. They go 0 for 4 in the power play. The last one was a second, 1.2 seconds of a power play, but still technically go 0 for 4. The Capitals went 0 for 2 on their power plays. But Kylie Fromm ends up with 22 saves on 23 shots. Kaylee O'Connor made 26 saves on 28 shots. But a really good first game for the Capitals to pick up the win and to get that first win down and be ready to go against the we'll end up going against Aberdeen tomorrow at 11 o'clock with the puck drop 1040 coverage here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We're not done for the day. We will be done for now, but we're not done for the day as it will end up having another game tonight between the Capitals and the Mitchell Marlins boys team. We'll have that coming up later on here this afternoon, later on tonight, as we'll be around 7:40 with coverage and an 8 o'clock puck drop between the Caps and the Mitchell Marlins. So that will wrap things up for us here this afternoon. We'll return you back to regular programming, and we will come back around 7:40 tonight for our second game of our split doubleheader. Capitals win this one 2-1. The girls will open up the season 1-0 as they'll take on Aberdeen tomorrow, but they beat Mitchell here today 2-1 on American Family Insurance. Brittany Shuffleby and scoreboard. For Liza Mayer back at the station, John McClure here signing off for now. 2-1 win for the Caps over the Marlins. We say so long for now from the Mitchell Toshiba.
You've been listening to the Oahe Capitals on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The Capitals are brought to you by Leisure Palace, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, AGE, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Dakota Storm Roofing, Beck Motor Company, Birding Electric, First Fidelity Bank, Xander Auto Parts, State Farm Becky Pottsba Agency, River Bottom Sanitation, the Boys and Girls Club, Hermanson Endodontics, Weatherall Roofing, Wagner Auto, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, and American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby Agency. Join us all season for more Capitals hockey here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting.